Hi out there, it's me, Katie Liz again. Happy New Year. It is, as I'm filming right now, the first day of 2019. I probably won't get this up today. I'm coming to you today with no foundation because I wanted to do a little bit of a skin update. I was looking at my face and wasn't happy with it, of course. And then I was going back through my pictures that I have taken, because I've been kind of taking pictures and tracking my progress. And I was looking back this summer at what it looked like, and really I'm very happy with where I'm at today. And I'll show you a picture of my skin in July versus how I look this morning before I put any makeup on. As promised, this is my video on my goals for 2019. I had some help from an influencer on YouTube to help develop my goals for this year. That would be Burchard, who wrote High Performance Habits. I listened to a few of his YouTube videos in 2018, but in December, I started to actually dig into his book, High Performance Habits, and I also ordered the High Performance Planner, which maybe you have seen ads for on YouTube. I know I see a lot of ads for them on YouTube, but then again, I don't know if it's tailored to me because I made this purchase and because I watched his videos and listened to his book. Another resource that he has is High Performance Tools, and I can link that website below. He has performance prompts and charts you can fill out, questions to help you evaluate how you're doing on these habits. And the first one was clarity, and that is the one that I filled out and used to help me develop my goals for 2019. It just really helped me pinpoint the things that are the most important to me and the aspects of my life that I want to work on the most. I have 3 main goals that I'm going to start working on this year. I have other goals: getting my oncology certification, getting out and walking more, working on the music more, but those all fit under the main headings of these 3 goals that I have set for myself. And the first one I did talk about in that last video, to listen to people, and it is to stay engaged really throughout the day, not just with the people around me, but in every aspect of my daily life. I want to be better at listening, better at observing the things that are going on around me, and not just mindlessly going about my day, I guess you could say. I want to come away with each day having learned something new, having created something new, having given other people psychological air. And if you want to know what that means, you'd have to watch the previous video as well. The second goal that I have set for 2019 is to establish an evening schedule. I'm a morning person, and my morning schedule I have down to a T. I don't even really have to look at a clock pretty much all morning, because I do this and this and this and this, and my mind just kind of knows how long those things take, and I just automatically do them. They're habits in the morning. But the evening is another story. I'm terrible when it comes to my productive level, my energy level in the evening after I get home from work. And I've talked about this before, how I get out of the car, I walk into the living room, I plop my butt down on the couch with my chips and salsa, binge watch whatever TV show I happen to be into at that moment. And I just really don't want to waste 2019 spending my evenings doing that anymore. It's not good for me. It's not good for my family. And I think if I had an evening schedule that I stuck to, I could get a lot of the little habits that I want to incorporate into my life consistently there on a daily basis. And I think that this High Performance Planner will help me there, because the way that this is different, and I'll do a more thorough review of it after I've used it for a few months, but this not only gives you the calendar where you write down all of the things that you want to get done. So here's a monthly page, but it has every single day questions and prompts to make you recenter yourself and remember the goals and why you're doing these things, why you want to stick to your calendar. And I got stickers, so I had showed you before that I was doing the calendar on my cork board, and I was putting stickers on them whenever I would go for a walk, and then I could look at this calendar and things would be visual. I could see how well I had done that month. And so I'm just going to put those stickers on here. I did start trying to do bullet journaling because I thought that would be a good way to incorporate creating into my day-to-day, and I just decided that it was too cumbersome and it just wasn't rewarding enough for me. Third habit for 2019 is to create more than I consume. When I was looking at the bullet journaling, if I'm going to create, I'd rather it be in the music and to do some sketching, develop a habit of sketching several times a week, because not only do I think that would help with my creative outlet, it also is going to help me to be engaged, because I know that when you sketch, you really have to observe. And so it would develop a skill of not only the listening skill, which I'm working on, but the skill of observing my surroundings. And that would help me to stay engaged. So that creating habit would tie into the being engaged habit, which is kind of cool. And that habit I actually got from Pickup Limes. I've talked about her in many of my other videos, and I know she wasn't in my year in review as my most useful YouTuber, even though I probably mentioned her channel more than anybody else's channel. She would have to be a pretty close second because she introduced me to a lot of the books that helped me throughout the year. And then this upcoming year, this creating more than you consume, came from a video that she did called A Healthy Imbalance or something like that. I'll link it below if you want to watch that. And that just really struck a chord with me. I do think that we spend a lot of our time absorbing other people's creations. We watch other people's YouTube videos. We read other people's books. We watch other people's programming on TV. We scroll through our phones to amuse ourselves with regenerated memes. Are typically one person's idea stole from someone else's idea. And I'll probably never stop looking at memes because they do make me laugh and they help me connect with my kids because they like memes. But anyway, those are my 3 habits. As I said before, there are a lot of other habits that I want to work on throughout the year. I just wanted to focus today on the 3 main headings that those habits will fall under. I may go into more detail about the baby steps that I'm going to take to try to accomplish these goals of staying engaged, keeping my evening schedule, and creating more than I consume. But I didn't want to overload myself with too many things in the new year. I do think those are pretty big undertakings. I hope and pray that you are evaluating the person that you want to be in 2019, and that you have found something that you want to improve for the next year, so that when you look back on your year, you can see the progress that you've made. And don't forget, there will be steps back. And I need to remember, and I hope you can remember, to not be discouraged and give up. We learn from our failures as well. If you fail in them, evaluate it. Why did you fail? How can you come back to it from a different angle? How can you come back to it with the knowledge that you gained and try it in a new way?